We are getting the latest news that Indian rupee has gone international. Actually, Indian rupee has devalued by 7% against US dollar in a single year. However, considering other countries, depreciation of rupee is less according to Indian government officials. Also at the same period, rupee has strengthened against other reserve currencies such as euro, yen, etc. Can rupee take on US dollar in future? Is there any possibility or US dollar is invincible? Before looking on how rupee internationalization will impact its value, we need to understand the dollar power. Why dollar dominates the world? It is because it is the currency for international transaction. A global stable reserve currency with more than 50% of global reserve value, and also it is backed by a superpower economy which does not have any reason to default. US meticulous planning and economic strategy successfully internationalized dollar, and many countries make international transaction in dollar only. This has a lot of positive benefits for the currency. At the meantime, it can cause a currency to free fall if there are international economic recession or any other geopolitical event. Dollar is successful because of USA economic strength. Growth of powerful countries that accepted US dominance. Proliferation of notion of stability of US dollar across the continent are some of the reasons. Initially, dollar was pegged against gold, as USA has one of the largest gold reserves in the world. However, later Richard Nixon does not want to liquidate gold in terms of major events that can cause fiscal deficit, and therefore floated dollar in free market. Brilliant economists like Milton Friedman and Paul Walker introduced various fiscal policies to overcome any negative pressure on dollar and allowed the US dollar to dominate the world. By 2021, US dollar reserve around the globe is close to 59%, which clearly shows that the power dollar has as a reserve currency and trusted by most of the countries and even its enemies. However, there is a silent trend change. Global US dollar reserve has slid from 65% in 2014 to 59% in 2021 consistently. Why is that? This global power of dollar has given USA an unprecedented power, the economic sanctions. USA can punish any country in the world with sanctions. As per the report published by SWIFT, the US dollar is ranked first and its share of worldwide currency usage has only growing, and it is about 50% of all international trade. Now, in addition to reserve currency power, USA can initiate sanction against any country and can create a major economic impact for them. In fallout of Ukraine war, USA froze Russian transaction through SWIFT and blocked many international deals for Russia. This power is what many countries want to fear, which includes some of the friendly countries. This is the reason for many countries to diversify from dollar to other reserve currencies such as yen, euro, or even Chinese renminbi. Now we have seen dollar power. Let's see what is happening in rupee internationalization. India recently made Indian rupee to go international and wanted to trade and complete transaction in rupee on many deals with Russia, which includes major oil imports. This is because USA sanctions has immediately stopped SWIFT transaction between Russia and India and putting a hold on many deals. Rupee internationalization will help India to currency devaluation as well. For instance, the demand for US dollar in domestic market will reduce even if import increases, because it is done only in rupee and traders are not required to buy US dollar currency to complete the transaction. India is a net importer and trade balance is not going to change in foreseeable future. India imports huge volume of energy requirements, which are paid mostly in US dollars. Therefore, as the oil prices rises and also rise in demand, will put excessive pressure on rupee since there will be a great demand for dollars. Indian rupee devaluation will be a free fall if long-term corrective action is not taken. Every time Indian central government RBI cannot intervene and sell dollars. Therefore, internationalization is the great way forward. Now, rupee will be directly competing dollar in international transaction market. Though attractiveness of rupee is less compared to US dollar, in course of time and meticulous planning on international deal will make rupee attractive in long run, at least for the countries that are ready to trade in local currencies. Currently, Russian oil imports are being planned to done in rupee. Therefore, the sanction and freezing SWIFT system will not have much impact. Slowly, when India increases Russian oil import, Russia will breathe easy and demand for rupee will increase further. Then nearby South Asian countries will plan to complete a fraction of transaction in Indian rupee and also can make it as a reserve currency. If India can make its friendly countries to transact in rupee and make INR a reserve currency to at least 5%, then it will have a major impact and will begin the internationalization of rupee, therefore directly competing with US dollar in a very long term. Not all internationalization of currency are successful. There are many challenges that can kill a currency. However, risk is worth taking for long-term currency stability. Indian government has taken this step as part of long-term strengthening of rupee. We need to wait for a decade to see whether India has successfully internationalized rupee. Thank you.